Hello, everyone. Welcome into JJ with Joy. I am Joy from Minnesota, and today I'm going to be making a loaded pocket. Some people call them blooming pockets if they put flowers in them, like this one. And I actually called them an exploding pocket because we did one for the 4th of July one time, which was a lot of fun. And so I called it an exploding pocket with the suggestion that they didn't put exploding pocket on the outside of the envelope because so what you're doing is taking a regular envelope. Sorry, my cat's bothering me. Of course he is. um you're taking a regular envelope. Now this one is too large. Measure your envelope to start with. Okay. I used a smaller envelope. Let me get my cat. He's being naughty. Sorry. Oh, he's tearing up my wrapping paper. Figures. Hey, Sam. So the way I started making my envelope is find out what size your journal is, and you want to stay within that if you want to put it in a journal. Now, if you like, this would be great for like a Mother's Day, you could put a card in here or whatever, and if you're handing it, not. But this is what they call a blooming envelope. It's where you take a regular envelope and you just clutter it up with flowers and everything else. It's still a usable envelope, and it just you put ephemera in it to swap with. That's really cute. So I already made this one. This one is a cooking theme. So on this one, let me get all the stuff out. Now the back I'm not caring about. I did go ahead and sign it, but I'm not caring about it because I plan to put it on in a envelope, or in a journal. Sorry, in a journal. And I might have overdone it. Darn it, darn it. This is the size of a. See, I did make it too big. I went over the edges of the envelope, and I should not have done that. I need to keep that in mind when I'm doing this one. But anyway, that's the point. See, here is the envelope that I had made, and it will barely fit in a journal. So be careful. Pay attention to your size of your journal, and then find an envelope is what I did. And I opened it up. I made it wet, steamed it, whatever you want to do. And hey, Connie, Penny, T, everybody, welcome, welcome. So I needed a template, and the suggestion was sent to me from my group to use this cardboard. I think Elizabeth told me that. And all I did was I tore the envelope apart. If you have an envelope maker, you go, girl or guy. And if you don't, this is an easy way to do it. Or you can just buy envelopes and pre-make them. Either anyway. I kind of like doing it like this because if you want to add an innard to it, it's easier to do it from this than it is to this. On this one here that I made, I did not. I just stuffed down there and tried to glue under here. It was kind of a pain. So, that this is a better option, tearing it open and doing it that way. But just so you know, that's how you do it. And I just made the template, and I put that this is the top and where to fold it. This is the 101 for ding dongs when you take it apart. So there you go. That's that. So from this point, I did go ahead and do the sewing off screen. Oh, wait. I've got to show you the one I made as the example. So I left the back pretty plain. I did do the front. I found a one of those big heavy not Christmas. What do you call them? Recipe cards. Thank you. And put it down underneath so it filled the page. And then I went through my ephemera and found this pie and this cup, and there's a little old Ocella sponge thing. There's like from the kitchen of, and a little advertisements and actual recipe out of a newspaper. That's my words. Virginia found us. Sweet. There, save that link, Virginia. And then I had these little wooden cutouts, which was fun. So for the ephemera to put in it, you just think about what your your plan is, you know. Like with this one, it was flowers, so I was doing flowery stuff. I probably would stick some more flowers in there. I did do ephemera that had like flowers on it, but the idea is to decorate it up and make it pretty. So I had a recipe card that someone had written, and then an empty recipe card, which is cute. And then I had this off of the side of a box, and I went ahead and put a recipe stuff on the back of that. And then I had a matchbox that I had finished. That could be a little journaling spot. I stapled on a little bit of the Sorry Silky stuff. And this was a piece of ephemera that just had a receipt. I thought that was cute. And then again, a back of a box. But then I had this Eagle Brand Milk label and decided that would be really cute on there. So I left that on there too. So I hope you guys like this idea because it's pretty fun, pretty cute. You just kind of organize it so it's pretty, you know, so things are hanging out. I had that little wooden spoon. I thought that was cute. So that's what we're making today, except for this time, we're doing sewing theme. You know, you gotta live. Woohoo! So I have pulled out sewing type stuff. I have fabrics, and I don't know what these things are called. And I have one of these little threaders. I found an original packaging of embroidery, and I just made a copy of it. And it was a little bit loose, so I just went ahead and cut that part out. A little bit of quilting, snaps. Again, I don't know what these things are called, but anyway, I don't sew. I don't do sewing, you know. Some needles, and I'm going to try to cover these so they're safer. This actually was attached. It's a needle on, somebody had taken it and like gone down and up, and then they had wrapped the thread around it. Well, I just decided to take it off, and I thought it would be cute on the page if I could secure the end of it. Now I could glue those little tips on there. So I have a needle package. It's not got, it's just got a needle and a threader in it, but it's still cute, and I'm going to stick that in the back when I'm done. I wanted to use pattern paper, so I just took pattern, and yes, I have 2 different thread colors, but it's okay. It's okay. So I have just zigzagged across the sewing paper, and with the little woman, she'll go in there. Excuse me. A froggy jumped down my throat. Cheers. And I had a seam binding. I did round the corners, and I put a little bit of, you know, seam binding lacy looking stuff. I don't know. I didn't have this original one, so all I did was fold those pieces around. Now I have this little old-fashioned sewing box thing that is really cute. I had bought. It's got a knob on the end, and this is where I keep all my fun sewing stuff. So I have in the back of here, I have several of these. So that's what that is. I just glued it together, or glued it down there and put a little something up there, and away we go. So that's how I did some of the ephemera for it. And I'm going to include buttons, and I have this needle thing, and I don't know. This might be a little thick for a journal. I tried to peel it. I don't know if I don't know. I might cut it and pretend. But we're going to see how it fits together anyway. I do need to get out of here early because it's my monthly swim dinner with my swim folks. So the way you start is you just find what fits. Now, I know I'm going to have this stuff in here, so I need this to come this way. I did add a little piece of fabric and a button over there. And this sits below that, so the lady's out, the fabric's out, and then this will be in here sticking out. So that's probably the best way to start. I have little pins, and I'm going to have to sew this on because I'll glue it, but you know it's going to pop off probably. So I'll also glue it. I want to fill in the blank. This time, I'm staying within my boundaries here. These I thought I would put in here and maybe put a little ribbon or something on them. I don't know. I think I'm just going to rip this. Rip, 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 rip. I could put this like this and stick it kind of here. Might be okay. Still have a peekaboo there. You know, it's got an old piece of tape there, which is kind of fun. I want to piece it together, though. That blue and blue kind of clash. Let's see. And I don't have to use everything on here. I might get some of these snaps off. Hey, Miss Tammy, how are you? I'm going to, you know, I'm going to save these. Hold on. Hold on. I'm going to take these off and save them over here. Separate them. And then maybe I can, like her little hand and stuff could go on here maybe. Or there, that might not be so bad. You know, I might flip it over. I might just flip it over and do it like so. Oh no, I want it lower. Like so. I do have, I want to put this on. And I don't know where to put it. I might put it right here if this fits together. So we just don't care what looks like. We just want to get it together, piece it together to make it pretty. This green might be a better, maybe I not do that and do this. That might work. You're laughing. Oh my, I got her started again. I might put this over this to secure the tip ends of the needles for safety. You know, I'm always about, and that could fit right there. Let's do that. Ow! Every time. I evidently paper cut my, or with scissors. I remember it was either a knife or scissors. I don't remember which, but every time, man, every single time it gets me. So this is just a little piece of blue jean I found in my stuff, and I decided that it would be good to just to use. Why not? I'm kind of making these different lengths, which means I need different. Here, I need more. Joy needs more. Oh, we're back to sponsored again. Oh boy. Oh, she calls T laughing lady from Maine. I gotcha. She is a laughing lady, isn't she? She truly is. Okay. That explains it. All right, I'm going to do it like so. That way I'm protecting those. And then, hold on. Get out of the way. Get out of my way. I might go ahead and put that right there. I have the glue raring to go. Go figure. I'm not ready for it, but I have it, so it's going. It's going. Tammy's hubby calls you that. Oh, well, that makes sense because you certainly do the laughing on your lives and stuff. What do you think? I kind of like this. I might add, you know, that's kind of, I'm going to do this. We're doing it. We're doing it. Since I went and glued this, I'm going to have to come back and be creative with this. Have you guys made one of these? We did a swap one time in my group with these, and it was a lot of fun. There, I'm just going to... But it's kind of fun. We did it as, I think we did it as a 4th of a July. Like the Walmart. Yeah. Anyway, I need to also glue the back of that down. I got glue all over me. I'm gluing myself. Oh my goodness. Okay, who's ready for Christmas? Just thought I'd throw that in there. It's getting here. It is getting here. You think you should? There you go. I think I want to add that one up just a little higher. These are fun. If you load it up with ephemera, that's what we did. We loaded it up with ephemera and sent it away in our swap. It was really a cute idea. I liked it a lot. Oh, I was going to do that there, guys. See, I'm already... Oh, I don't want her head popping off there, though. Wait, her head has to be on this. Okay, her head has to be on that to give it support. Because she's a weakling. You know, she has a little weak head. Poor little girl. Oh, I want to show you what else. Oh, did I already put them away? Oh, I did. I was going to leave them out just for you guys to see what else I made. Because I was being really kind of creative, you know, and fun. And lo and behold, I did not. Okay, stay within your means here, lady. Ooh, see that? That's got to come out of there. Wait a minute. Can I get it out of there? Operation. There we go. Much better. We'll just throw that one in the trash. Carefully in the trash. We're going to wrap it up, wrap it up, wrap it up. Pin it in. There we go. Be very, very careful. Be very, very careful. Okay. All right. And then this is looking good. I'm going to take this stuff out and I'm going to go over here and play glue it down. And I'm going to glue within my means here. I don't know if you can see what I am doing. Oh, I don't want to do that. Joy, joy, joy. Why did I do that? Oh, and I got that right in my poor little thing. Okay, I got to wipe it off the back because I can't have that in there. What am I thinking? You're not having your family together. They're in Arizona and maybe getting money. I didn't have time to do that while I was in... I didn't go to Vancouver this time. Did I? No. No. I didn't do Vancouver this time. That was last time. This time was Quebec and Montreal and... I don't know. I'm looking for a little piece of parchment. I don't know. May not matter. It'll be dry by the time I find the parchment. You know, we always do cruise when we go that direction, and there is never time to do anything except for be on the cruise, and stinks. Kind of stinks. I kind of want that woman's head hanging out. Wait, I want these back in there so I know where it's going. Hold on. This is going this way. This is going this way. That way the button shows through, and then that's going to be over here. Didn't I have something else in here? No, I guess. Oh, I was going to put the buttons in. If I didn't have room, I was going to stuff the buttons in there. Well, let's stick them in there because we're going to pretend anyway. Oh, I think it's so cute. Oh, Quebec was beautiful. I didn't actually get to see it. Okay. Zip. Joy did get to see it. However, we did not get to experience it. I think I'm going to push. Well, first of all, I want that lady hanging out, her head, kind of. And then if I do that here, I'll go this way. Okay. I'm pushing it down through so it's not going to injure a soul. And then, how am I going to do that? How am I going to do that? Turn it over. I could sew that on there. Let me do that. Let me sew through here so I can go through there. I don't think that's going to go through there. Okay, well, Joy will figure it out. Watch me. Here goes nothing. Here goes nothing. If I pull it through, that isn't going to work either, is it? Okay, I'm going to glue it on first. as I poke myself. I should say that. Oh, the needle was a bad needle. Somebody had stuffed it in there and it rusted, so that's why I don't care if I keep the needle in the first place. I'm going to add some glue pile here. And then I'm going to stuff that in there, and ow, poke myself. That's my life story here. Okay. Now, let's see if I can do this or not. I don't know. Tape it down? Oh, I could. That's a really good idea. Okay, I like your idea. Here, putting that up. Let me get a piece of tape. Ooh, should I use yellow tape? Or I have clear white tape. Let's stick that over there. I guess tape works too. All right, good idea. Thank you. Okay. That's what I got you guys here for. See there? Always so helpful. Very, very helpful. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go here. Which way was I doing it? This way. First things first. This, that, that. This goes here. All right. And then that's going to go there. So then I need the whole darn thing from about here down. Don't be afraid to cut up stuff. I'm sorry, I haven't been watching. Just in case I screw up, we're going to take my example here, stuff it under there, see where it's at. It's about right at my needle top, and plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Look, I did it. Okay, buttons are in the way. I need to dry. You guys are cute. So, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, y'all. If you like what I'm a-doing, please. I appreciate it. You're the best. Yep, 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 yep. Okay, so then the question is, where's this little puppy go? And I think I'm just going to add this on here because it's a place to put it. Why not? I don't like these colored ones because they don't go through the fabric very well. No buttons in there. Snippity snop snop. Oh, I was going to put something in this. Should I put this in it? Why not? Might as well. Oh, did I get my... I meant to get my... You know... Out. Here it is. I found it. Sit back down. There we go. Very, very cute. I can put the buttons there, the seam binding there. Flip it over here. It's fine. All right. You know, maybe I could put this up on this. Okay, I'll do that. We're going to use a little Fabri-Tac. Thank you. I'm liking the, you know, I love layers of stuff. So this is like right, you know, should I put that on there and then put that on there? It might make it too fat for a journal. You know, you got to still think it's got to be for a journal. All right, I'm going to glue this down first. I might put it over my boo-boo. Or not. Or not. We don't care. Really, we don't care. All right, there we go. Oh, I could put one of these. Where did I get the paper dolls? I'll have to look it up and send it to you. How about that? Would that be fine with you? Say yes. Yesy dressy, Mr. Messy. They're cute, aren't they? They're little simplicity dolls. You know, if you don't have these people, you also could get them off of the front of a pattern if you have a pattern. Okay, I'll let you know. I am happy to let you know. That did not work. Yeah, whatever. Okay, I am going to go in from, I'm going to put a hole here. Oh, no, I'm going to put it here. I'm putting a hole there, and I'm putting a hole there on each side so I can see where to go and how to get there. Oh, really? It's Poke Holes in Joy Day. There you go. That's what it is. Poke Holes in Joy Day. And if I really cared about the back of this, which, you know, I might because I ran out of, ow! Jeez. I ran out of bobbin thread. I did. And it wasn't a very good thing, so I didn't want to take the time. I was hurrying to get to my live. These are real bendy, so be careful. Paper Princess Digitals. There you go on Etsy. She found it. Hey, Vicki. Tying the lady up on a rope. Yep. She better behave too, I'm telling you. Come on, quit it. I think I might put something over the back of this because it really is kind of garbagey. And, you know, we need a writing room, don't we? I'm just going to go one time under and over and call it happy good. Happy good, happy good. Okay, I'm trying to stay in frame, but the needle don't want me to. Okay, now I got an excessive amount of blue thread. Isn't that lovely? Okay, there we go. Now, I'm going to see what I can do about, you know, I was going to just, ooh. Yes, please. Works for me. How about you? It's not you, it's you. Gotta use it all. Gotta use it all. And you know what I'm gonna do before I do that? Watch me. I'm gonna use these little snaps over here. And I'm gonna gotta save all your scraps, people. Save them, I'm telling you. Penny, save them. You might need them someday. Okay. I'm going to put one of these. Which side does it go on? It goes on this side, right? I'm gonna poke a hole again. I'm gonna poke me again. And stick this little sucker through the back. Another element. And snap it down. And then I'm gonna glue it on. I am. You better listen, woman. I'm telling you. Boop, boop. Poo-doop, be-doop. Get on them edges. Get over here. Get over there. All pretty girls like sugar and beer. Rocco Diner, shoo. That's my little favorite song from my mama's past. Oh, man. She never had a drink of alcohol in her life. Can you believe that? I'm so proud of my mama. She was so proud of herself. And it was a good thing. Okay, down we go. Where she stops, nobody knows. It's close enough. So if you lose your snap, boing, guess what? That's cute. It gives it more support too. I like it. All right, what else do I have left? I have this, which I could put there too. Or, you think I could get it through there? I don't know. 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 Watch me poke myself again. I don't know about this. It's gonna do it. It's gonna do it. Maybe. Maybe. Wish me luck. Come on. Come on. Cross y'all's fingers and tippy toes. Come on. You can do it. Don't ruin your project in the process. There. Looky there. You know, I have a charm. I could put 2025 on it because I have plenty of charms. I bought me some 2026 charms too. I like to put charms on my journals I make. There we go. Up or down? I like it down. How about that? Are we calling it done? See, and then that'll fit in the, that'll still fit in a journal, regular size journal. I like it. I like it so much. Wow, that was quick. I want to show you guys what I did though. So make yourself a template, tear yourself apart an envelope so you can have a template, and then, you know, measure it with your journal size, you know, see if it fits. This could be a little smaller. It was the smallest one I found. Otherwise, you can make them bigger, bigger, bigger. And I like this whole little sewing theme. I don't need these, do I? I don't think so. And then, you know, save your, I'm going to save this. Why am I going to save that? Okay, I guess I can throw it away. But there's my cooking one. Exploding envelope, loaded pocket, a blooming pocket could be. You can do anything with these. This is just a fun little thing to do. So I want to show you also my other thing that I have prepared. Now let me go get it because I put it away like a ding dong. I'm so proud of them. Nope, wrong drawer. Wrong drawer. Okay, they don't want to come out of the drawer. Really? The drawer doesn't come out? Sure it does. Look at these. These are like to keep your place in a journal. Isn't that cute? So, I used, just so you know, I used Collage Medium from this Distress Collage Medium from Ranger. I used a little, the gold part I used, here, let's put them on here, shall we? So you can see what they look like. It's a bobby pin, and it is a steampunk, whatever you call it. There was a little challenge, though, with, you have to know. So I found some steampunk pieces is what I did. They're different pieces. So let me get them. One moment. I already put them away, too. I'm so not with it today. Excuse-ums. I've got to. Here, some are clock pieces. Everything's over here. And I got these off of Temu, guys. So these won't work as well. These won't work at all. You have to make sure the shank of the button will actually go through those. But the ones I used, oopsie, I think that just slipped to the floor. Do I even have any left? Come on. They came in a big package like this. This is the ones I used for the bigger ones. So you want to do this in a process where you find a button, first of all, that the shank will fit through here. Once you've found that, then you glue these on with the Collage, Distress Collage Medium. And then after that, you let that dry. Then you come back, you find a paper you like. Like this one, I matched the pink with the pink because I thought that was pretty. And then you punch a hole. Boy, I used a 3/4 punch on these. And then, you know, the big honkin' punch that has like 5 punches of different size holes. This one. So it's 3/16 size. So that's the same size as your crocodile and stuff. Is what I used for the center hole for the shank. And then I glued that on. And then I glued this part here, which this was the hardest part, was getting the bobby pin to lay on this. Now, I did have trouble with this one because if you can see, there's too much room. I'm going to find right there. You see how much space is under here in this little area? You want to make sure the button is pretty, so I don't know if you can tell. This one lays flat. The bobby pin pretty much lays flat on the rest of them. And that way. And then you have to glue those on. And I actually used the back of one of my ink things to set them, to let them dry, because it kind of balanced them with this little ring around here. So anyway, that's how I made them. That had to dry. But they're really cute, and I like them. So that was another little quickie project that I really wasn't going to do live because, you know, dry time. Dry time. Some of them you can turn over, and some of them the shank won't let you flip the bobby pin because you can see that the bobby pin has that little gnarly thing that is there. But yet on this one, it would, and this one, it would allow me. You can tell which ones it allowed me to do that with, and the other ones it did not. So there you go. Find your fancy vintage looking buttons, and I love this one. This one's going to go in my journal. And yes, it will stick above your journal like this, but it'll be a page finder, you know? There you go. All right, any questions about what I did today? And, you know, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If you do like what you saw, please give me, if you haven't subscribed, ring the bell, you know, all that fun stuff. I would really appreciate that. And we'll do a last little flip through because I'm going to stop this pretty early, but you can make these with anything. Oh, I did make one with a moose and trees and gosh, I can't remember. Hang on. I have it here. One moment. Let me find it and I'll show it to you. I should have had it out too, but I didn't think I needed it, and I thought I had too much for time, so you know how that goes. This is my 101 journal that I made, and I put all of my ideas in this journal, and it is 5 inches thick, way too thick. Oh, I did it different than I thought I did. Here, I'll move you guys up. Here we go. Hold on. Here we go. There you go. See, it didn't even fit in the journal. It's sticking over, but it is a usable, again, it's usable. And they are fun to send a swap in. So I just used pine cones, and I thought I put pine trees. I should have put a pine tree on there, but leaves and stuff. So that's my little idea journal that has everything. I think I've shown this before, but anyway, I just put any kind of idea how to make, and I write in it of what to do and how to do it and how you can use things, you know, like this was, you could put a flower in the middle, wooden yo-yos, or, you know, that's a coin envelope. I mean, make yourself an idea journal. This is my Junk Journal 101 series that I did in my group on Facebook. I have a group, JJ with Joy. I'm JJ with Joy everywhere. So here's the instructions of how to put one of these together. So, you know, an envelope. I just have every kind of idea that I thought was cool, and I've started a second one. I highly suggest you do not use a 5-inch journal, no more than 3. I'm here to tell you. This is a good idea to make lines if you don't want to make, just to take your bone folder and put it down. If I see pictures of stuff I like, I put it in here. I tested Mod Podge with, different samplings and gesso with different samplings and, how to make a glue bath. I also have a recipe journal, a junk journal recipe journal, which is a different, like if I want to know how to make gesso or, whatever. This is just kind of, I made this, I've added to it, but I did make this live. So if you are brand new and just watching and you are like, I don't know what I'm doing, I don't know how to do something, this is a perfect idea for you to follow along. I make the journal, I make everything. It's I think it's 13-week series. And if you're looking for a specific thing, I have it all broke down. This was a pocket that was given to me. No, I made this, sorry. It's all loaded up too with layers. So a different style of the same loaded pocket. But anyway, I put all my ideas in here that I can, as different kinds of stitching. I think that's always fun. You can always write on the stitching, if you don't have a sewing machine, you certainly can use. Look, I made, hey, look at there. Isn't he cute? That's done with string. Did you know you can take your file folder and make a tab with your cereal or box top? There you go. Some things, ideas people gave me, like these. I think Cheryl Williams had actually given me these, and I thought that was a cute idea. So maybe, I'm thinking that was her. These were cute. This is too big to work in, so I highly suggest you do not do a fat one like this. Here's to add this, in the middle. There's a shaker tag the hard way. Just lots of stuff. I tried to think of everything I could think of just for a new person to be able to. There's different sewing on the buttons. That was fun. I don't know I want to do it again, but that was fun. Just using different papers, using different things. This was kind of cool here. I had this crease in my paper and it made me mad. So I happened to find this lightning bolt that came down. So I just made it part of it. I don't know if you guys can see that. There you go. Anyway, I'm going to leave you with that today. If you didn't, I do go back and show everything. So hang on, let me get there. While we're here, if you've seen it, you've seen it. But if you haven't, you can see it again. But yeah, you can make these any style and just have a lot of fun with them. Stuff them, don't stuff them, send them. But they're more fun stuff though. So, oops, didn't mean to rock y'all's world again. Sorry. Here was the first one that I made as the example. And different ideas of things to put in there. Cute, cute. I'm repeating myself. I know. You're excused. You don't have to hang around. I'm just going to show what I did. However, if you want to see, it's just fun to have different ideas. An old recipe that someone found in a book. And then if you didn't see the end of, or the beginning of this one, here we go. Simplicity, the inside, the outside. Made my own envelope. Stuffed it full of whatever stuff you can find. So, and then the needle thing. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And then flip her in there. So there you go. Thanks for being here, guys. Don't forget the thumbs up. Yeah. It helps me. It helps me, girls. It helps me. And I'll see you next time. I will be here Thursday is today Thursday? It is. I will be here Monday at 7:30 p.m. and then I'm probably going to have a short break because I'm having a procedure done. So bear with me. Um, I'll be back when I can. I do have my 2 Christmas journals that I plan on doing. I finished them. Woo-hoo-hoo. I'll be doing a flip through and probably posting that on Thursday next week. And then iffy about the other, I don't know how long recovery is going to be. So I will just see you when I see you. You just trust I will be back when I can, as soon as I can. So, love you guys. Thanks for being here. Have a great day. And remember, your day is full of choices. So choose joy. See you later.